Hmm? Ah!
You're listening to the Run for Your Lives podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Daphne.
And I'm Pake.
And this is the Run for Your Lives podcast.
This episode, we're covering nothing. We're not talking about any specific movie. Not really talking about, we'll talk about like 50 movies. But also, not really. Let me explain. All right. This week, remember the AI episode from seasons and seasons ago? This is a similar thing where I'm just dropping something as a surprise on Daphne tonight, and she has no idea what's about to happen, and she's terrified, but I think she's going to have a good time. Just told her, no prep, don't worry about anything, just show up, and I have something prepared for you, a little different. I like to do things a little different from time to time. So here's what we're going to do. We plug it at the end of like all of our episodes. We've talked about it a lot. So if you've been listening for a little bit, you know we have another podcast we've mentioned a lot that you guys should go check out definitely and listen to if you want to, called the Buffalo Podcast. And if you've not listened to that, check that out. Even if you've heard us plug it, we always, when I'm talking about it in the plugs, I'm like, yeah, we hang out and we play games. And if you're wondering what that means when we say we play games, like, what, do you sit around and play Uno on a podcast? That doesn't make sense. Are you playing Parcheesi? No. So I figured tonight on Run for Your Lives, or today, whatever, when you're listening to this, it's tonight for us while we record. I'm going to give you, the listeners, an example of what a Buffalo game would be like. This is a game that's very much in the style of one of the ones that we would run over there. Like, I would definitely run there, except there is no Jeff and Jerry here tonight. It's just Daphne, so she's just doing this for her own score. She's really only competing against herself to see how well she can do and how many points she can get.
That's a scary thing. I'm much more competitive when I'm against other people, but now if I'm just against myself, but this is a podcast, so people will get to listen to it.
You get points that are basically like a grade. There is going to be 50 of these, and there's a chance for 1 or 2 points on each. So, I mean, if you can perfectly nail a 2-pointer on all of them, that's 100. That's a perfect score, but we'll see where you can land at the end.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but we'll do the best. I'll do the best that I can.
All right.
Depends on how far back you go, because... A lot of times I have to let go of movies after I've watched them because of all the podcasting that I do and needing to keep my brain fresh.
So that could definitely be a detriment to some of your points here. So here's what the game, I'm calling this the Run for Your Lives Quote Quiz. One of our, if you've listened for a long time, especially if you're somebody who's listened since the very beginning, an early thing we used to do on this podcast in the first season is we would have a dedicated section to quotes, our favorite quotes. You know we love quotes here on Run for Your Lives.
We do.
Now we don't do that quote section anymore, but even then, we usually, a lot of the movies we cover, we definitely like to throw in a lot of our favorite quotes from that movie in our coverage. So that's what this game is going to be, is I'm going to quiz you on the quotes of Run for Your Lives movies. So every single one of these quotes that I read to you is from a movie we've covered. And it is up to you to see if you can place the movie. I'll give you the quote. You tell me what movie it's from. 2 points if you can just tell me based off of the quote. Some of these are going to be difficult because, you know, a lot of them I avoided quotes with names of characters in them, or the ones that are very well known from certain movies.
You mean like Clever Girl?
Yeah, like try to. Some of them are, you know, kind of blink and you miss it. They're not like necessarily just like normal dialogue. Like a lot of them are quotes that people would know or enjoy from these movies, but some of them are a little bit more niche than the most popular quotes. So I'll read the quote. 2 points if you just can guess the movie right off the bat. If not, then I will give you a hint, whether it's something about like when we covered the movie, maybe the name of the character that said it, maybe some kind of little hint or something like that. Then you can go for that for 1 point there, and if not, well, 0 points. But I'll tell you what it was. So again, with 50 of these planned to get through, let's I guess probably go just ahead and get into it. We make sure we got time.
I guess we should.
If you're feeling ready for it. Daphne's a big trivia person, so this is a chance to challenge her a little bit on this. It's all Run for Your Lives movies. It's all movies we've covered, so it's within your wheelhouse to some degree.
It is, but did you check to see how many movies we've covered? Like over 200 now?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a lot.
Yeah, it has been.
Are these movies that we've released on the podcast yet? Okay.
These are all, from the time of recording, all of these have been released and are out for people to listen to.
Okay, so through to Damsel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like I need to take a jolt to the brain. But I'll just drink some water and hope for the best.
All right, so... Yes, the only way, to quote Sam Reich, the only way to begin is by beginning, so without further ado, let's begin. Quote number 1. I learned all about the brain when I had a 6-inch spike lodged in my skull as a child. Which is the reason why you may have noticed that sometimes when I'm talking, I use the wrong rowboat. I can't hear you. Did you mute, or...
I'm talking to myself.
So quietly that nobody can hear you.
Nobody can hear me. Because I'm... Oh my god. Oh my... See, I know this.
Because you know a lot of these, we talked about these quotes and definitely, like, when we covered these movies.
But you have to remember that we covered
been a lot of movies
so long ago, some of them.
Mm-hmm.
That...
Some of these are going to be very difficult. I'm going to tell you that.
Why?
If this one's catching you, I'm like, uh-oh, we're in for a ride. But
why are you starting off with one that's really hard?
No, this I thought was going to be one of the easier ones. So
you thought this was one of the easiest ones?
Yeah. Uh-huh. So it's such a funny line. Which is why you may have noticed that sometimes when I'm talking, I use the wrong rowboat.
Okay, I'm gonna have to phone a friend and get a hint.
All right, this is said by the character named Doug, who is played by a Run for Your Lives favorite individual.
Oh my god, you're making it worse! Doug. Okay, this is a guess, and I don't think it's right. I feel like it's Grabbers.
Now, this is a line spoken by Lee Wanell's character, Doug, in Cooties.
No! No! A spike in his brain? When did that happen? You know what? It didn't happen in the movies. In the movie.
It didn't happen in the movie. That's what the quote is I learned all about the brain when I had a 6-inch spike lodged in my skull as a child. Which is the reason why you may have noticed that sometimes when I'm talking, I use the wrong word about. Yeah.
Okay.
This is maybe going to be a lot more challenging than I thought. All right. Number 2. The quote. You build bridges, John. You have to go where the rivers are.
You build bridges, John. Okay. I don't feel like I loved this movie, but I feel like it could be it. The Ghost in the Darkness?
You are correct for 2 points. That is spoken by Helena Patterson in The Ghost in the Darkness.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna completely...
Yeah, you points on 2 points on the board on number 2, so you're good. Okay. You're good.
I'm still probably going to go down in sadness about the Cooties quote because I almost said that. Mm-hmm. For some reason, Doug, Oh my gosh. That's okay. Okay.
All right. Number 3.
Okay.
Your father said you wouldn't be like him, but he lied. The devil always lies.
Is that Eli?
2 more points. That is Eli.
Okay.
Nice pull. That's one I thought was going to give you some trouble. That's a kind of niche movie.
I was thinking about that movie the other day because I was thinking about well, how on Kids on Bikes I've made my character really mysterious with like dark undertones that other people haven't seen yet. And so I was thinking about different movies that we've done that were kind of kids that had the potential for evil, I guess.
Okay,
so,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a quick pull for Eli. So you know what? I think you may have stand a decent chance here. Don't let the cooties conundrum kill you.
It does, because I should know that one. I love that movie. It's one of my favorites we've ever covered because we've had so much fun.
But again, a good leg up that after that you redeemed yourself with pretty quick answers of Ghost in the Darkness and Eli. So that's good. That's good.
I can breathe.
All right, next one. I'm going next. So if old fat ass gets stuck, I won't get stuck behind her.
Oh, God. That's horrible. That is an old one. And I have to think which one I would think it would be. The thing is, she wasn't a fat ass. That's from Poseidon Adventure.
Correct. 2 more points.
She wasn't fat. Oh, my God. So sad. Shelley Winters. She was so amazing.
All right.
Oof. Okay.
All right, you're on the up and up now. I don't want to gas you up too much because there's some hard ones coming, but
oh my God. I feel like these have been hard. I'm having to dig in. I'm going to do this for you one of these times.
I'm going to be terrible at it.
We're going to flip it.
Right.
There's another fun one-off episode we can do later when we get really busy.
Right. Well, I was thinking I might do this again way in the future, have you compete against yourself and try to beat your score, but Olympic style.
No, I think I'm going to have you compete against my score. And
I'm definitely not going to win because I'm not as good at trivia.
Are you surrendering already?
Probably. But I'd give it a shot. All right, next one. If we let the police handle it, we're all going to end up 50% off.
Oh, God. I think it's... Can you give me a hint?
Yeah. The character who says the line is named Evan.
I feel like it's Thanksgiving, but I'm probably wrong.
Is that your final answer?
It's my final answer.
Then that would be 1 point.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I'll take the point. I will take the point. Oh my gosh.
All right. Not bad. Next one. Most people don't believe something can happen until it already has. That's not stupidity or weakness. That's just human nature.
The way that's worded makes me not think it's what I think it is. Okay. World War Z.
That is 2 more points for you there.
Okay.
Spoken by Jürgen Warmbrunn.
Okay.
We're 7.
Oh, fuck. Okay, at least I got 7. If that's all I get...
You got 9 points now.
9? 9 points? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay.
It is going to get wet in here tonight. Lace your boots up, kiddies.
Kiddies or kitties?
With D's. Kiddies. This one's a tough one. At least for 2 points, without a hint.
Why don't you give me a hint, because I don't know.
It is spoken by the character in the movie named Leslie.
I should have known that you would put Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon on this list.
Absolutely. That is Leslie Vernon of the title of the movie.
Right. It's not a surprise. Okay, let's keep going.
All right, this one. I trusted you. The state of Tennessee trusted you. The United States of America, it trusted you. More of a niche quote. One of the very few that wouldn't give the movie away immediately, to the point that I don't even think I remember this being said in the movie, but...
Okay. No, I'm afraid it's wrong. So I don't get to do that here. Like, I don't get to defer to anyone else. It has to be me that answers it.
Yeah.
That's really difficult to not have, like, a friend. Like, someone to help.
Just kind of go with it. Go with your guesses, because they've been pretty good so far. And then if
they have, but... I mean, I don't know. All I can think of, and this is wrong, is Brightburn.
You want to go with that as your guess?
Yes. It's wrong.
It is not Brightburn, no. But, give you a hint here, is spoken by the character named Bob, which doesn't give you a whole lot either. And it is an episode where we had a third guest co-host on, and had a fun time with it.
The state of Tennessee trusted you.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a guest on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
All right. No points on that one. That is from Cocaine Bear.
Oh my God. That's horrible. I am such a bad movie person.
Like I said, I don't think I even remembered that line.
No.
Because there's so many other much more memorable quotes from that movie.
Why did you have to pick the hardest ones?
Because a lot of the other quotes are so memorable that I think you would have gotten them way too easily.
When you create trivia, here's the thing. This is something I've learned from going to trivia and also creating trivia. If you think it's easy for you, it's probably too hard for them.
See? But this is catered directly to you, so it had to be a little challenging.
Oh, okay.
All right. So next one, I apologize in advance again. It's a niche quote from the movie.
Why are you
compared to a lot of others? But
okay.
Yeah. I suppose no man comes home from war. Not really.
I have to know this one. You know why? Because I'm quite sure it was said by Marlowe, and it was Kong Skull Island.
All right. Because I'm only looking for the name of the movie, that is 2 points for Kong Skull Island. However, on the trivia side of things, it's actually Tom Hiddleston's character, James Conrad, that says that line.
Oh, okay.
But it is from the right movie. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, man.
So nice. You get the points anyway, because you got the right movie.
Okay.
I'm not being that pedantic where you have to make sure you know the right person.
You're not being a dick? Because Rob at trivia, he would be a dick about that, maybe. Yeah. Maybe not.
Speaking of dicks, number 10. That's true. Kids are dicks, man. But this is a different level.
Oh. Oh. Little Monsters?
Incorrect.
Oh, man.
This one is spoken by the character of Al.
Okay. I can hear it in my head. Of course it's not Little Monsters.
Spoken by Al. She's also in the Dad's Club.
And she's also in the Dad's Club?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. Is it Little Evil?
It is indeed Little Evil.
Okay. All right. So I get 1 point?
You get 1 point for that.
Okay. I'll feel a little bit better if I get it wrong first and have a chance.
Yeah. This next one, I feel like I could just give it to you straight with no, like, panache put on the... Because I feel like if I deliver it the way that it's delivered, it might give it away. But you know what? I think that's fine, because I don't think... For justice, I can't give this line without at least putting a little bit of the spin on it. So, Daddy, Mommy, unmake me and save me from the hell of living.
Oh. Oh my God.
I don't know, with that response, I thought you were going to have it right away.
Okay. That's a season 9 movie.
Is it? Perhaps I lose track. Maybe? It sounds right, perhaps.
I'm gonna have you guess what season we covered something. That could be fun, too.
Oh, God.
Was that Longlegs?
That is indeed Longlegs. Hopefully I channeled some Rage Cage a little
You
bit.
did. You did. It helped.
Some
It
Cage
definitely
Rage,
helped.
yeah.
It definitely helped.
Yeah.
Again, I feel like I need one of those devices to wake my brain up because it's like dragging.
Yeah. We'll get through. All right, next. You're about as much use as an ashtray on a motorbike.
Ashtray on a motorbike?
Uh-huh.
Can you tell me who said it? Or give me a hint?
Spoken by the character by the name of Ray McGuire. It was definitely a Daphne movie. Almost definitely a Daphne movie. That's not...
It was definitely...
definitely a Daphne movie.
What does that mean?
One you enjoyed, one you brought to the table.
It's just gonna make me feel worse if I don't get it. Okay. I know it's not Snakes on a Plane. And I know it's not Attack the Block. And the other movie that I brought to the table that was completely from my wheelhouse, from my world of craziness, was Cockneys and Zombies.
Cockneys.
Versus Zombies, yes.
Zombies. But yes, that would be the correct answer for 1 point.
Thank goodness.
There you go.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. That would have been devastating for me. Because there's some movies that it's like I should know.
Uh-huh. I get that. All right, next one. My mother used to say that no one raindrop ever thought it caused the flood. I now know what she meant by that.
Oh. Okay. The one I probably would have guessed, I'm not going to because we haven't covered it yet. There's a couple that are in my head. So I need a hint.
Spoken by the character by the name of Melanie Cross.
Okay. Okay.
Played by another actress that we love to give a lot of love to around here.
Samara Weaving, which she's coming back because we're getting Ready or Not too. And I'm so excited. I'm scared that the plot will be terrible, but I really am hoping it's not. Pake, was that Mayhem?
That was Mayhem. Yes.
Oh, man.
All right. Next one. Are you eating it, or is it eating you?
The Stuff.
2 points. I knew you were going to get that right.
Thank you for throwing me the softest tennis ball.
Yeah. That one I had a feeling would be an easy one for you.
As you should include some easy ones.
Uh-huh.
But you picked all the hard ones.
Not all, but let's see. This one may be one of those harder ones. We'll see. This one. I know you're just a reporter, but you used to be a person, right?
Is that Deep Impact?
That is Deep Impact. Good job. Not bonus points, but you know who said that? It's just out of curiosity.
Who said that? I know who they were talking about.
Mm.
I know you're just a reporter. I can't remember if it was Taya Leone. I know it was about Taya Leone's character.
Yeah. Alan Rittenhouse was the character.
Oh, which is the guy on the boat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I thought it was the guy with his daughter when they were getting ready to go out on their little boat.
All right, next one. Now, I know you're an idiot, but don't be an idiot out loud.
Oh, boy. Can you tell me who said it?
I was saying that might give it away a little bit, but you know what? That's fine for a point. Said by the name, said by the character that went by the name of Scrooge.
Violent Night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Next. Leave it alone, David. You can't convince some people there's a fire even when their hair is burning. Denial is a powerful thing. One of the rare ones that has a name in it for reference.
I want to say it's the monkey, but I don't think it is. So can you tell me who said it?
The character with the line is named Ollie. And I'm always trying to think of like another secondary hint that kind of...
Trying to think of movies that we had Ollies in.
And features a monster that is human that we definitely talk about. Not the main monster, mate.
Carmody. So, The Mist.
That is The Mist, yes.
Okay. All right.
Next. The moment we stop fighting for each other, that's the moment we lose our humanity.
Oh. Oh, God. Okay. Now I'm torn between two of them. All right. 2012.
To give you 25 points. Not just from that one. 2 points to make you their total of 25. Because yes, that's correct.
Because I honestly also was thinking it was something about, it had to do with Society of the Snow, just because, they had conversations about their humanity.
Yeah. Yeah, because if any movies in this list are foreign language movies, I'm not going to have the quotes in the language of origin. It's going to be whatever was subtitled.
Right.
So those could
of
be
course.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next one. Jesus? What the fuck?
Who said it?
The character named Gwen Shaw.
The Black Phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When Gwen decides to pray for maybe the first time, and that's her prayer is, Jesus, what the fuck?
We're also getting another one of those, and I'm concerned. I'm like,
yeah,
they're all supposed to be in it again, so I don't know. Like, how does it?
I don't know where they go with it. Yeah,
I don't know. Some things should just be left alone.
All right, next one. I'm not going to waste my time arguing with a man who's lining up to be a hot lunch.
Oh my god. Oh man. Is that Jaws?
That is Jaws.
Was that said by Richard Dreyfuss's character?
Hooper? Yes. All right. Next one.
Okay.
Jurassic World? Not a fan.
What? That's the quote.
That's the quote. Jurassic World? Not a fan.
Okay. Dominion.
That is correct.
Okay.
Spoken by Dr. Ian Malcolm.
Yeah. Yeah. Who surprisingly infiltrated a place.
That one is a little more give me, but it's like it's one of the sequels, but it's referencing its own series, but then having which one it was, the name of which one. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still worried about this new one, but
yeah,
we'll get to see it together. So
yeah, that's coming so close on the heels of what was supposed to be the final one ever. So we'll see it.
Yeah, I don't know. All I can tell you is some of the designs I've seen for collectibles are pretty cool, but I'm still kind of like, can't we just bring back the old T-Rex and happy times.
Right. All right,
Okay.
here's the next one. Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Oh, fuck. Who said that?
This is going to give it to you. Quint.
Quint. We already did Jaws.
We did. I didn't say there weren't going to be repeats.
Is it Jaws again?
It is Jaws again for 1 point.
Okay, so Pake, rule number 2 of trivia, don't have repeats.
This is my own game.
This
It's
is
not
your
trivia.
own game? Okay.
This is a Buffalo-style game. I can do whatever I want.
Okay. I like this.
Now that you're doing decently well, you're like, okay.
Yeah,
now
I'm feeling better. I'm getting in a zone, and now you're going to smash me with something that I can't guess.
No, but I am going to switch this one up for you a little bit because you're going to get this one. I 200% know.
What?
You have this one immediately.
Snakes on crack? Is that
Before I even could have a chance to finish this quote, you'd be right on.
Please do it as is so I can get it.
So, here's what I'm going to do. For 3 points, I'm going to say the first sentence of the quote. And then you are going to finish it to the point that I want you to. If you can continue on and say the entire thing until I cut you off, you'll get 3 points. Are you ready?
I guess.
I'm rooting for the crocodile.
I hope he swallows your friend's whole.
Can you continue?
No, that's as far as I know off the top of my head. And I know it's Lake Placid.
Okay, so you get 2 points. I was going to see if you could get the whole
I hope he
Keep
swallows
going.
your
friend's hole.
Friend's
Which is
hole.
correct. And then I was going to see if you can continue on because I have more.
No, that's as far as I know.
You might want to arrest me for that too. Is that a crime? To wish the chewing of law enforcement?
Man.
But still, 2 points because, but I knew. Like I said, I had to change the style on that one a little bit because, like I said, I'm going to start that quote and you're going to know it immediately before I even finish.
It's okay if I know it immediately.
Yeah,
'cause some of
absolutely.
them I know and some I don't.
Yeah. All right. Next one. If you were going to take over the world, would you blow up the White House Independence Day style or sneak in through the back door?
God. Who said that?
Character of Casey. And this is a
Moonfall.
No.
Not Moonfall.
Different Casey. I'm going to say a little bit of a throwback episode. So no points on this one. That is from The Faculty.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Different Casey. Yeah. But I could see how you could make the connection to a possibility on that one too. Yeah.
I mean, The Faculty was a better movie than Moonfall, but
Yeah.
there's still something I'm partial to with that one. It also reminds me of another movie we have to cover called Disturbing Behavior, which came out around the same time. It's pretty good.
Nice. All right, next one. It's coffee time. Coffee, 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 coffee. Cappuccino, Java. Yes!
That would be Dante's Peak.
It would be Dante's Peak. You're correct.
I think we've determined that the ones I know, I really, really, really know, and the ones I don't, I have to think about.
Isn't that an interesting pull for that movie?
It's a great one. It's easy for me to know.
All right. So let's switch it from there. An easy one to probably a difficult one. It's not because of you. It's for you. Which, admittedly, could apply to so many different movies we've covered.
Okay. Who said it?
Character named Mills. Relatively newer.
It's ridiculous, but when I hear that, all I can think of is something from Kids on Bikes when one of our campaigns. We are you. And that wasn't so pleasant.
No. There was not a lot of good quotes to pull from this one. Maybe another hint. So this is a tough one.
Okay. The only Mills I know was a piece of shit, so I'm going to go with Jurassic World.
All right. This is from 65.
65. Oh my god. Okay.
Kylo Ren. Why can't I think of his name right now? I don't. Adam Driver.
Okay.
Adam
Now
Driver.
I know your kryptonite. Let's record. No, this is usually your thrive time. How are you not awake?
Because I've been getting up early-ish, but on not a lot of sleep all week. All right. So no points on that one. But next one. And this is like a, not a two-parter, but two people. So the first part is one person saying something. The next one. I tried not to do that much, but every now and then.
Okay.
So, first person. Are you crying? Followed up by, it's my pine allergy. I'm allergic to forests.
Who said it?
The characters of Nora and Tobias Tiedemann.
I don't know.
All right, that one comes. Yeah, that one's a tough one. That one comes from Troll, which I'm sure we haven't even thought about in forever. So.
I really liked that movie. I was just really angry with how it ended. I didn't want the troll to die.
Yeah.
That was sad. Not a fan of that.
Next one is another one of those two-part.
Okay.
What would you like to eat? Followed by beer. A cold beer.
Who wants to eat beer? Who said it?
All right. This might give it away a little bit more. Is it supposed to be a funny play on words, or is it a lost in translation to subtitles? As the characters who say it are named Seju and Park Hyun-so.
Oh. Is that the host?
That is the host.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Next one. Where are we at? Oh yeah, another one of the two birds. And kind of threw them most of them together. Yeah. Where have you been all my life? Followed by gift shop.
Oh my gosh. 2012?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I said there will be ones that they might show up more than once.
That's good.
All right, next one. Respect is fine, but actually, I've always wanted to be feared.
Oh man. Who said it?
All right, this one might give it away if you have that database of characters in your head a little bit more. Dr. Ross Jennings.
Arachnophobia.
For 1 point, arachnophobia is correct.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right, next one. Great. Just great. We're in the worst place in the world, and we're not even getting paid. We're not even being paid.
That one, I feel like I know. Who said it?
And now you'll definitely get it. That is a quote from the one and only Dr. Grant.
Yes. 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 And that would be Jurassic Park 3.
It is Jurassic Park 3, yeah.
Yep. It's a really bad idea. It was a bad idea.
Yeah, didn't take that quote from there. But
No.
Yeah.
If you had, I would have known right away, and I could have told you who said it.
Quote that too much. Another Taya Leone. All right, next one. Look, I'm not a crackhead. I'm someone who's escaped being captured. What do you want me to say?
Someone who's escaped being captured. Okay, who said it?
Character of Tess.
Is that also Mayhem?
No, that one is from Barbarian.
Fuck! Oh!
Which, that director's got a new one coming up soon that we will definitely jump on in due time.
Yes, I'm very excited about that one. There's a lot coming out that
Yes.
is going to be great.
For sure. All right. Next one. Hi. She's the monster. I'm the robot.
She's the monster. I'm the robot. Is it, Alien Romulus?
It is not.
Okay.
Yes, though. So, the character's name is Oscar.
Oscar.
And I think, if I remember right, I think it was on the earlier side of things when we covered it.
Surprised you don't have anything from Boggy Creek.
I actually tried, and I couldn't. There was nothing worth pulling. So I'll give that much away. At least that one's not on this list just because there was no. I wanted to, but there was no quote worth using.
Colossal.
That was Colossal. Yes.
Oh man.
One of the few quotes I could pull from there, and it, gives away a big part of the movie if you remember. But it's also a very niche movie that again, we don't think about or talk about too much. So
we don't. I feel like we've covered so many that sometimes I forget we've covered them already because.
Yeah.
200 plus movies. That's a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next one. I think this is the last one that's a two-person one. So first, this is alcohol. Followed by, well, you're in middle school now.
Who's saying that?
Gives it away quite a bit. Let's say it's one that this is a repeat. One we've already done, featuring a character that has already also been quoted. But I know if I give you the names, it's going to be like too easy because it's somebody who's already been quoted.
Huh. Cooties?
No, this one is also the host.
No.
Between Hyun-soo and Gangdu.
Oh man. Okay. I'm not going to get them all. It's okay.
That's all right. Next one. What has been used on one side is lost on the other side. There's no going back.
Annihilation?
No, that's a good guess, but no. Again, this one, technically not a character that says this.
Okay.
It is, but it's an unnamed off-screen character. Perhaps on a phone.
Oh, Substance?
That is the substance.
Okay. I'm trying to think of things where things were split.
Respect the balance.
Yeah. How far have we gotten?
That was number 35, so next is 36.
Okay,
so
all right.
We're on the back half.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be that long because...
No, you're getting through them a little bit better now.
I'm feeling a little bit more confident.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, next one. This place is shit. This place smells like shit. Betsy's voice sounds like shit. Cancer is shit. Oscar does that stupid walk when he wants to hide he shit his pants. And Milton has shit taste in music.
At first, I'm going to tell you I thought it was Tucker and Dale versus Evil. But then I remembered. It's A Quiet Place, Day One.
It is indeed 2 points. That is Samira. Her poem she worked on in hospice at the beginning of the movie.
Amazing. Wasn't she our favorite character?
I think so. I think
season? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. All right. Okay. Next one. Slow ahead. I can go slow ahead. Come on down here and chum some of this shit.
Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Did you really put 3 Jaws quotes on here?
Do you think I would?
I don't know, because you've broken the rules of, the unspoken trivia rules, so I think you did.
Is that your final answer, then?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then that's 2 points. That is a third Jaws quote.
Okay.
Of course I would include Jaws a third time.
Oh my god, are you kidding?
All right, next one. The key to a happy life is to accept you are never actually in control.
You're never in control. Okay. I've got a couple of ideas on this one. Who said it?
All right, you're going to be mad that you couldn't have got 2 points on this movie.
No, then don't. Don't give it to me.
Saying that in a way is still kind of a hint.
Oh my god, I have to know this. So that leads me to believe it's gotta be one of my babies. So, Jurassic World.
It's a deep cut quote. It's a deep cut pull.
It's Jurassic World.
Your final
Yes.
Final answer? I'll be nice and give you the 2 points. That is correct. Where is it? Who said it? Because I think you're
I can't remember his name, but he's the guy who owned it and died in the chopper, I think.
Maserati. And that is correct. Yep.
Oh my god.
Yes. So if I'm like your like self like given like favorite movie, like it's gonna be included, but like I'm not gonna give you an easy quote from that movie. It's gonna dig deep a little bit.
Wait till I find something so completely random from the Rise of Leslie Vernon that you don't even know it. Because I will.
Okay.
I'm so excited to have the opportunity to do this. Like, it'll be so much fun.
All right, next one. God can get his own fucking kid.
Okay. Was that from Eli?
It is not. This one is spoken by the character of Lewis.
That would be Pet Sematary.
You want to be more specific as to which one? Because we did a double dip on that one, just so I know which one you're going for, the original or the 2019 remake.
You would have to ask that.
Mm-hmm. It's two different movies. Different quotes.
Okay. I think it was the newer one.
Yeah, they're not dropping a hard F-bomb in the original one. I don't think. They might have.
No, I don't think they did. I was trying to, like, visualize Dale Midkiff saying those words, and it didn't compute.
Yeah. I almost included a Judd Crandall quote, but then I couldn't remember if it was a direct quote from the original movie or not. I was like, did he? Because it was very much the sometimes
Dead is better.
But then like there was other words that were around it, but I was like, but I don't know. It was like that still could be either one. I'm not sure. So.
Well, I mean, or it could have been Bloodlines. He might have said it in Bloodlines. I don't.
Right. Yeah. So it was. Yeah.
Could have been.
I went with that one. I went with that one because it feels like more of a like, yeah, that's a clearly like 2019 take.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Are you kidding? Your guy's got a camera. Mine's got a flamethrower.
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. That is Chud.
Indeed it is. Yes.
I can see it. Like, I can picture it. He's
Nice.
gonna... I have not...
Perfect.
Oh, man.
All right, next one. As Mr. Sloan always says, there is no I in team. But there is an I in pie. And there's an I in meat pie. Anagram of meat is team. I don't know what he's talking about.
That would be Shaun from Shaun of the Dead.
Correct.
Oh, I love that movie.
Oh, yes.
I need to rewatch that one. I need to watch Hot Fuzz again. I still have not seen the third one. I know it's blasphemy, but I haven't.
All right, this one's an easy give me. It's even... I'm still going to make it 3 points because it's a finish the quote, but it's the most give me 3-pointer ever.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to start the quote. You finish it.
And it's not clever, and I say girl.
We'll see. You ready? I gotta go, Julia.
I gotta go, Julia. You built it up to be something. I gotta go, Julia. You should have just given me the entire quote.
Okay, we can go back to the entire quote for 2 points, because you'll get it then. I gotta go, Julia. We got cows.
Twister.
Yeah. I thought maybe you were going to be right on that.
No. Yeah. We got cows. Hey, I'll take the 2 points.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Getting to the last few of them here.
Okay.
All right. Number 43. Saw a dinosaur in a museum one time. Wasn't that big.
Silly rabbit. They always say that when they see dinosaurs in a museum. Everyone says, oh, it's little, it's not big. It would fucking eat your head off. I think, okay, yes, The Lost World.
So it is not The Lost World. Okay.
I am so screwed.
The character who said it is named Marshall, and this is a curveball. I'll give you, it is not a Jurassic movie.
You did this on purpose. to like the Meg.
Is not. That one comes from Monster Hunter.
The movie that I wish we'd gotten another one from, even though it didn't do as well as they wanted. There was a lot of good in it, too.
There was. All right. Next one. How about cats? I got plenty of cats. Also got a parrot I'd like to get rid of.
Oh, and I also got a parrot I want to get rid of. I know he had a parrot. Who said it?
Yeah, you'll get it after this one. The character named Gutchel.
Gutchel. Oh, you know that the alligator just died.
Mm-hmm.
It's Alligator.
That is Alligator.
He just died.
That's all that.
Like 85-year-old Alligator. He was in a bunch of movies, not just Alligator.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
All right, next one. You know I can't give you the keys, right, babe?
Get out.
Okay, sorry. I'll enough.
No. Get out.
Yes, you are correct. That is Get Out. That line hits hard in the moment there. You're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you rewatch it, though, you realize, like, you can see it easier. Like, you can watch for the cues throughout the whole thing, and you realize, oh, yeah, she was a bitch to begin with.
Oh, yeah. All right, next one. I'm 12, but I've been 12 for a long time.
Oh, that is Let the Right One In.
That is correct. And out of the two, because they have different names, you got the right one out of that, yeah.
That movie still, I remember the first time I saw it, but then I also remember when I watched a podcast on it, it hit very differently when we had our discussion. Yeah. Uh-huh. You look at Ellie very differently. Like, yeah, it's very different.
All right, next one. Now, is that any way to thank Kathleen? She's been cooking all day.
Thanksgiving.
That is another Thanksgiving quote. I knew you'd get that one.
Yeah, she has. She's been basted. They basted her and everything. Another one of those is coming.
Yeah. All right. 48. We're getting down. We are going to play the rest of this night out in motherfucking peace. Does anyone have a problem with that?
Who said that?
Mary Sandon.
I don't think they did spend it in peace after that. I think the world was ending. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. I'm gonna guess, but I think it's wrong. Violent Night.
Daphne. That is from The Purge.
Fuck! Oh no! Oh no! Oh God!
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You know what, though? To my defense, that one movie is the one I have not watched more than 2 to 3 times. I have watched the others
the original,
over and over and over again, even the prequel, but I have not watched that original one. It was good. I just, it wasn't, I don't know. I like the others better.
Yeah. All right, number 49.
Okay.
It's not me you should fear. This is the end of your story.
Ugh. Who said it?
Elodie. You mentioned this one before.
I did.
Certain way.
It should be very fresh on my mind. It's Damsel.
It is Damsel.
The movie that I honestly was... I mean, I was interested in watching it, but sometimes when we get ready to cover something and we pick a movie, it's like, okay, yeah. But then when I watch it, I really enjoy it. Like, it's one that I really liked. So, that happens sometimes. All right, number 50.
Number 50. For 3 points. Another bonus kind of type here.
Okay.
I'm going to switch it up completely on you. I'm going to give you the movie. And you're going to tell me the quote I'm thinking of. There's a movie that I've brought in here more times than any. In fact, this would make number 4 for the use of Jaws, where I purposely left out not just the most famous quote from that movie, but probably one of the most quoted quotes of all time in all cinema. And so, in the correct wording exactly, could you please give me the one Jaws quote that was not included in this game so far that definitely is the Jaws quote of all Jaws quotes? Go.
Well, I know that it's not that some bad hat Harry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to say it very simply. You're going to need a bigger boat. You're going to need a bigger boat.
Okay, I was going to give it to you anyway, but like, if I want to be as pedantic, but yes, you're going to need... Really, the quiz is, if you say we're, that's where I don't get the point.
You're.
That is the...
You're going to need a bigger boat.
So, before I give you your score, remember, this isn't like a school test where it's A, B, C, because it wasn't that easy. You didn't have time to study for it, so you shouldn't have that high of a grade comparatively like that. But still, out of 100 possible points, with 52 points to a lot of 1 points, the ones you missed, and then a couple of little 3-pointers to maybe throw in, it is an overall score of 66, which is not bad.
Okay, I will take it.
I know you do this to me, but then I still might do this to you again down the road to see if you can even beat your own score. This could be a go-to for when we need something fun to do every now and then. But I had a fun time putting it together. And
Did you? Did you have fun?
I did.
I have to tell you that I wasn't worried when you said, well, it's going to be a surprise. I wasn't worried because the last surprise was super fun. And so I wasn't worried. This was so much fun.
And then we started this one and then you got worried, but then you got more comfortable as we went.
Well, I just got really nervous. Like, I think some of it is my own built up, like, pressure on myself of, oh, you have to be right. You have to know everything. And that's not how it works. I do a lot of, like, podcasting and projects and trying to keep things in my head for a long period of time. Sometimes I have to let go of things quickly because I've got to move on to something else, the next movie we're covering or whatever. And so I was a little worried. But then I kind of leaned into it a bit and it was fun. It was really fun. And I will definitely put some things together so that when one of us is feeling like, oh my God, I don't have the headspace, we will have something that we can do.
Yeah.
Because I think these are a lot of fun, like, there are a lot of fun one-off games that we can do. So, there are going to be people that are shocked that I got Cocaine Bear wrong, probably. But, honestly, this was much better than I did at Yellow Jackets Trivia. Because we played it so late after season 2 that I hadn't rewatched it, so I couldn't remember. So,
yeah, that was the Run for Your Lives quote quiz. Maybe the first of more to come. Who knows?
I know. Do you guys like it? Did you like it? Were you playing along at home?
Yeah. I hope that people were also playing along and trying. I should have said something off the top, like definitely try to see if you can figure them out as well. But yeah, hopefully if people were trying to guess them, yelling at their phones or car stereos.
Probably. That's what I do when I'm listening to a podcast and someone asks a question. It's this.
Let us know. Yeah. So, no feedback phone, because I know it's not going to go off, because there's no feedback coming in for this one.
No.
However, we'll be back with you in a little bit with plugs and close off and stuff. So, yeah. As I said, we would be right back, and it was record time. Seconds, honestly. It was so fast. Lightning speed. We were amazing. But yeah, as I said seconds ago, no feedback for this one. However, if you did enjoy it, if it was something fun, we like to do these like different episodes from time to time. If you enjoyed it, or if you played along and want to let us know how you did, definitely feel free to write in, give us feedback over on Facebook, wherever. Daphne will tell you exactly how to do all that. Just very soon, also in just a couple more seconds.
Yeah, like right now. So if you'd like to submit your feedback, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Run For Your Lives Podcast, or you can email us at runforyourlivespodcast@gmail.com. You can go to runforyourlivespodcast.com for all the links you're ever going to need. If you're enjoying the show, tell your friends. We are available on all the podcast players, including Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. If you'd like to do so, you could leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, as that is the best way to share the love and get us out there even more. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely, we do. Of course, speaking of sharing the love, got to give those shout outs to things going on in the Podcastica universe around us and beyond. A lot of fun stuff on Podcastica right now you can check out. Of course, my other podcast, Strange Indeed, still going strong. Me and Rima on this final season of You coverage, the Netflix series You. We're on the back half of it, though. We're getting closer to the end, and it's been an insane ride. But it's been a lot of fun covering this season, being back in the insane world of Joe Goldberg. Crazy mind of him. It's wonderful and terrifying. But no, it's been great. So definitely, if you're watching You, check that out if you haven't already, or if you have checked out our podcast and are listening along. Thanks. It's been fun.
Yeah, and you got some big news about Stranger Things this past week.
We did. Yeah. You could probably just Google it and go look it up and you'll see what it is. But also, if you want to know in a different way, I'm not going to tell you now, go listen to the newest episode of Strange Indeed and we tell you all about it at the end of that. We give you the lowdown on everything that you need to know about Stranger Things. Don't Google it and get the answer fast. Go listen to me and Rima talk for an hour and a half about something else first, then tell you. It's way better that way.
Of course it is.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, besides that, lots of other great stuff, of course, over on The Cast of Us. Season 2 of The Last of Us has wrapped. The listener feedback episode is up, so you can go check that out. The final wrap-up listener feedback for that season. A lot of feedback for that show because it's a huge show, and the Facebook group for fans and stuff has finally reached over 1,000 people.
It has.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you all so much. So yeah, definitely a lot of feedback, a lot of stuff to go check out on that. And of course, Ben and Alex have also been covering Walking Dead, Dead City over there as well, so you can get their coverage on that same feed. So be sure to check that out. Speaking of listener feedback, then over on the Handmaid's Tale podcast, another kind of season wrap-up feedback thing is there for you to listen to. Series,
yeah. Yeah, we have, it's almost 3 hours of feedback and discussion on feedback to wrap up The Handmaid's Tale. Season 6, the series. People had a lot to say, and we had a lot of fun reading through and discussing what they had to say. So it was cool.
Yeah. Speaking of finales, what may be the final episode ever of the Cobra Kai cast, just because Cobra Kai is over, and they've worked their way through all of the Karate Kid movies, including the newest episode that is up this week that, again, might kind of wrap up the saga of the Cobra Kai cast. Rima, Richard, and Jason got together to cover the brand new film that just came out, Karate Kid Legends, which is uniting the universes and worlds of the Jackie Chan Karate Kid remake and Ralph Macchio from the original Karate Kid and Cobra Kai coming together, one story. So that movie just came out this past weekend, and of course, they went and got right on it, and they've got their coverage up now for you to go check out over on that podcast.
I wonder, how do you do a podcast on a movie that just came out and prep for it? Like, you can't take notes, and you're not going to go in with a notebook and a pen,
right?
And take notes or put them on your phone during the movie. So I think it's pretty incredible that they're able to do that, like to cover a movie that just came out that is not streaming.
Yeah. We don't go about that way. Even brand new movies, when we cover them, we wait for them to hit streaming first so we can prep accordingly for what we want to do at least. So.
Plus, not everyone can get to the theater, and we just know that it's easier, I think, for our listeners to be able to stream it. So it's good, and we like to get feedback on movies.
Yeah, so check all that out. Plus, the Murder Magnets podcast going as well, covering season 2 of Poker Face. Great one over there, so you can check out their coverage. Penny, Becky, and Steve over there. So go give that a listen as well this week. Episode 6 of season 2. And then I said, and beyond earlier, kind of similar to like that. So, but of course we, give some shout outs to other friends out there with other podcast networks. So the Pirate Core Entertainment Podcast Network doing some fun stuff all the time. This week, you can go check out a brand new show over there. Podcast that has been there, but a new show on a podcast you've already known about. Anyway, it'll make sense in just a second when I clarify it. On the What's On Tonight podcast over there, that was the same podcast feed that they did the Pit coverage. And since that's been over, Becky and Mandy are reuniting on that same feed to bring coverage of the new show over there, The Better Sister, also on Amazon Prime. So they're sticking around over there. So you can check that out on the Pirate Core Entertainment Network, What's On Tonight podcast. But yeah, other than that, when you're done listening to all the other fun stuff, all our friends, all the good shows, you can come back here next week for more Run for Your Lives, where we'll have something different for you. What are we doing? This one might be like a year in the making that we finally got it done.
It's most definitely a year in the making. We have a guest on. I think the perfect guest for this movie. A former kamikaze pilot grapples with survivor's guilt in post-war Japan as a colossal nuclear-enhanced monster emerges to threaten the nation's fragile recovery. We are covering Takashi Yamazaki's 2023 film Godzilla -1, and we are joined by our good friend Mark Kirkman of the Pirate Core Entertainment Network to talk about Godzilla. Mark comes on usually when we do a Godzilla movie, and this is no exception.
Yeah.
We did try to record this a year ago. Schedules just did not line up. And it's the type of movie, because it's subtitled, it takes a little extra prep, I think. And we wanted to make sure that we could do it justice. It's an Oscar-winning film.
Yeah, absolutely. So we finally got to -1. Still got more Godzilla stuff in the pipeline coming, but
we
got
do.
to that one. So yeah, definitely tune back in next week and check it out. And in the meantime, go watch it. It's on Netflix. And give us your thoughts, your feedback. Daphne already told you how to do that. If you don't remember, pay attention. No, I'm kidding. Get on it. And yeah, give us your feedback. Give us your thoughts for Godzilla. We'd love to hear from you.
And with that, we've reached the end of a very special episode. Thanks, everyone, for listening. I'm Daphne.
And I'm Pake.
And if you have to run, you better run for your lives.
Ooh. Daphne said that in the Run for Your Lives podcast.